All right, welcome to Danny Lee OGT, and this is Greg OGL, and we are straight out of the highway.
I was going to say wild stallions, but
we were going to let's get me out of the way there.
We are a custom creator, ladies and gentlemen.
We are going to react to, or we were going to react to Vanessa Amorosi and
Orianthi,
doing a cover of The Whipping Post by the Nut Brothers.
I thought you said The Whiffing Post, but the quality was it was less really, than ideal.
It was really bad. I couldn't even hardly hear Vanessa, so that tells you.
Yeah. I don't know who took their 1932 underwater camera to film that, but yeah, it wasn't good.
So, in all of this chaos and confusion, the land of confusion that Phil Collins
where there is chaos, where there is chaos, is opportunity.
And there's toxic people everywhere, but some of them avenge people. Sometimes
yes, indeed.
Sometimes it's toxic avenger. And we found a video that Michael, patron and channel member, ain't seen you in a while, Michael. Hope you're okay.
Michael, if you're there, come back. Let us know you're all right, please.
Yeah, not worried about him.
We miss you. Seriously, Michael, we miss you.
He lives way out in the bush, like way out in the bush. Even for you guys, way out in the bush. Mm-hmm. So he played me the song, and I had heard it many times, but I obviously never took a deep dive in it because I didn't even know who sang it. The name, I knew it was a girl from my childhood or teenage years. Come on, what we call alternative music. It's the most popular music around my county, my state. And yeah, I heard the song a million times. It's called Torn by, I can't say it, Natalie.
I'm going to take my best shot at this. Imbruglia.
Okay. So obviously this is an Aussie artist, and this video has 290 million views. The reason why we were talking about AC/DC is we looked them up, and it has more views than Highway to Hell, the original official video of Highway to Hell.
Yeah.
So I was going to compare it to Thunderstruck, but that has 1.4 billion views.
That hasn't quite hit Thunderstruck level yet. But
the Thunder is a little, I'm not going to make a joke. So anyway, let's get into, let's listen to Natalie and get me off the screen. First, I got to resize OGL. His head has to fit.
Yeah, story of my life there.
It has less hair now. All right, we're in a house somewhere. Here it comes. Now, we are ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. Blokes and Sheilas. Are you ready? I am.
Let's do it.
Natalie, Torn.
I thought I saw a man brought to life. He was warm, he came around like he was dignified. He showed me what it was to cry. Well, you couldn't be that man I adored. You don't seem to know, seem to care what your heart is for. Well, I don't know him anymore. There's nothing where he used to lie. The conversation has run dry. That's what's going on. Nothing's fine, I'm torn. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. I'm cold and I am shamed, lying naked on the floor. Illusion never changed into something real. I'm wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn. You're a little late, I'm already told.
Man, that's so good. That brings back such good memories. Yeah, I was so pleased to find out that she was an Aussie, just because of our mission and what we've embarked on and the culture we've learned and such. It proves that no matter how far you are out on an island, that the simplest of people can go anywhere. So I love that.
So, excuse me. First of all, yeah, we're really trying to sort of expand our horizons. We still love John. We still love Jimmy. Still love Cold Chisel. Still love Vanessa. But we definitely want to try some new Aussie artists. And this is sort of like a surprise Aussie. Yeah, I wasn't aware she was from Australia either. This is the first time I may have heard her in passing on the radio, but this is definitely my first time hearing this song. And it's really nice. It's really good, like pop songwriting. The acoustic guitar has this shimmery sound to it. That's really nice to the ear. She's using a really light vocal sound as well, with a lot of air. I've heard people refer to it as an aspirated sound, which is a cool word.
Yeah,
that's
my doctor.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, it's a very nice hook, and it just feels very sort of warm and inviting. I also want to mention the short bald fellow that keeps popping in there. It looks like someone cast Joe Pesci as Lex Luthor. I don't know why that stuck out of my head, but yeah. And it seems like there's just a lot of random people going in and out of this poor young lady's house. So I feel for her.
Well, I can't react. I know the reaction, so that's why I'm just going to talk about other things other than the actual context of the song. Like the memories I've had and such. And I've seen the video once, so I really didn't grasp quite what the song was about till I watched the video with Michael. Well, son of a old biscuit. I have let my brain outthink me again. Yeah. All right. So let's get back to it, since I can't get back to my pop.
It'll come back to you.
It will. Like a boomerang. All right. We'll back it up just a little.
Yeah. Definitely want to hear this chorus again.
Oh, I remember. Sorry. I had a dream, like Martin Luther King. He's on my birthday. That's why I say that. That Danny DeVito and Webster from the show Webster, the two, like not midget disease, but not Webster, Arnold from Different Strokes.
Gary Coleman,
Gary Coleman and Danny DeVito were fighting for like the heavyweight champion of midgets in my dream or something. Anyway, that was
You have strange dreams, my friend.
I definitely DMT, man. Look it up. The Jesus juice. All right, let's get back to it. Oh man, it looked like Maynard for a minute petting a dog. Whoa!
It does kind of look like Maynard too, now that you mention it.
And that guy's looking at his butt.
He spent some more time out in the sun, clearly. But yeah, that guy does kind of look like a really preppy Danny Carey, and that he's a big blonde dude. But I'm stretching it now. That's metaphor is getting a bit tortured. So that's.
All right, man. Wow, that was
Sorry, Maynard.
And we paused at 111, so good figure. All right.
For those of you that haven't
So I guess the fortune teller's right. could have seen just what was there and not some holy light. But you crawl beneath my veins and now I don't care, I have no luck, I don't miss it all that much. There's just so many things that I can't touch, I'm torn, I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel, I'm cold and I am shamed, lying naked on the floor. Illusion never changed into something real. I'm wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn. You're a little late, I'm already torn. There's nothing where he used to lie. My inspiration has run dry. That's what's going on. Nothing's right, I'm torn. I'm all out of faith.
I will say, sorry, you had a great smile there. That was cute. Yeah, your smile was cuter than hers. Nah, it wasn't, man. I'm just trying to make you feel better. That was nice. So I will comment on the fact that I love the way they dropped everything out there, all the instrumentation, but the one acoustic guitar being played, open chords, no distortion, nothing. It doesn't sound like they have any reverb or doubling on their voice either. I mean, I'm sure there's some kind of voice modification. There isn't almost everything these days, but this is these days really. I will look up the year of the song. So what do you think about?
Yeah,
the
please.
instrumentation?
Okay, so again, just it's a really nice, relaxing song. It's got like romantic comedy soundtrack written all over it, and that's not meaning to say it's shallow. It's like this is sort of something you would play to give a scene a bit more emotional punch while still keeping that light, breezy feel. I like the backing vocals that come in for the chorus. That's the major shift there. Those harmonies are just absolutely beautiful. I did want to say something regarding the video. So she's a very beautiful young lady. There comes a time, though, when you're zooming in on someone's face where no matter how attractive they are, if you get too close, it starts to be creepy, is what I'm saying. Like I said, she's a lovely young lady. I don't need to see her sinus cavities. So just a word to the director. Word to the director there as Danny gives his own extreme close-up. But yeah, it's just a... So I'm going to throw out a really obscure reference here. If anyone watching this is familiar with the band the Cocteau Twins, this reminds me of the stuff they were doing around the Four Calendar Cafe.
Beep. We're going to beep this out. I have no idea if that's against standards or not. Now, what was their name again, though, really?
The band I just mentioned?
Yeah. The
Cocteau Twins.
The Cocteau Twins.
Cocteau Twins, yep. Cocteau. Yep.
I mean,
Cocteau
I know,
Twins. Yep.
I'm realizing it's not what it sounds like, but I mean, what does that mean, Cocteau?
Honestly, I never looked up what the name meant. They were a very odd band, so I assumed that there was some symbolism there that I wasn't...
Because if Hoobastank is a hate crime, I'd hate to know what Cocteau is.
Yeah, I'll actually look into that. But yeah, this was around when they started to do a bit more accessible type stuff. And it had just like the similar acoustic guitars and sort of like the little textural bits in there. But also, that's an album I put on to relax a lot. So it's definitely it's a compliment. So you said you were looking for what year the song came out. When did it? Have you found that yet?
Yes. Well, I mean, I've got the lyrics. I don't know why it's not showing me the year. Because I go to Genius, man, where 35 things will pop out at me. They still don't tell me what I want to know. Because they're a bunch of imbecilic morons. Calling themselves genius. I mean, what in the world, man? If I could say her name, I would just ask it. I'm moving out on a limb here.
Oh shit! Sorry, it's Imbruglia.
Sorry, I mean, my Google's gone. Like, it's gone.
So while he's looking for that, the Cocteau twins, and basically it's reported to be about two men in Glasgow, Scotland, who had a reputation for being pretentious film snobs with a fondness for the work of Jean Cocteau. So yeah, it's very obscure symbolism. But learn something new every day. So for the one person who sees this reaction that might be familiar with the Cocteau twins, boom, thank you.
Natalie Imbruglia, Torn. What year was it made?
1997. According to Wikipedia, Torn is best known as Australian singer Natalie Imbruglia's 1997 debut single.
Imbruglia. There is no G.
Okay, Imbruglia? Okay.
Natalie Imbruglia, 1997, man. That was the year I was supposed to graduate. So
Okay.
I was dead on talking about I was in my teenagers. I didn't graduate because I was just too smart for school. Too cool, too. So
I can relate. Yeah,
and I had a tool other than school to learn about it.
I learned more once I dropped out of school than I did while I was there. So.
I honestly have. Since, technology is a terrible thing in a lot of ways. There are a lot of evils that have been amplified by this connectivity throughout, instantaneous everywhere. But I will say that I have been able to research and learn more things about what is, and also have been able to acknowledge more things about what is not, or the accepted term of each being, obscured, if you will.
Yeah. Understood.
I felt like you talking just then. It was weird.
So just a quick quick pivot back to the song itself. I also wanted to mention, like I said, her tone is very light. Again, lots of air. This is sort of a very easy sounding delivery she's doing. And it's really not easy to pull off. She's just making it sound very, very effortless. A lot of times, you have to make sure that you can make a vocal line interesting like this. And she's, again, just has a very charismatic delivery, a very nice, fundamental tone to her voice.
And there's some grit in there too, so she's doing.
Yes, yeah, very subtly done. Yeah, it's a sound that makes you realize, okay, this girl can probably do a lot with her voice, but she's obviously holding back for the purpose of the song. And
great,
much appreciated.
Show of teeth there, mouth shape. That's
yes,
that's
teeth.
It's healthy.
That's usually used to give your sound a bit more edge. Yeah. Yep.
And the bob there, the bob is known as the haircut. It was called a bob, honestly, and so it was really popular. I don't know how you say that. Poplar, but yeah. So my girlfriend had a bob. They were really cool. They were very. It was the in thing then. So,
yeah.
And that dragon logo, all that's my teenage years. How girls.
I want a shirt like that. Definitely want a shirt like that.
It's cool. All right.
Into something real. I'm wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn. You're a little late. I'm already
Torn. Very expressive.
My inspiration has run dry. That's what's going on. Nothing's right, I'm torn. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. I'm cold and I am shamed, lying naked on the floor. Illusion never changed into something real. I'm wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. I'm cold and I'm ashamed, bound and broken. I'm
I am curious to see if I have heard more of her stuff here. Oh, how do get your hands off my girl?
That dude got paid to do that.
So the little dance she was doing there, I've seen so many young ladies do that. Just basically the Post Malone dance is what it is.
She's got a bit more natural grace than Post Malone does.
I'm just saying.
Most people do.
Yeah, he's trying to be that free spirit of dance. Bless his heart, he's a great guy. So this is the grunge look, but with nicer clothes. So this is 97. So grunge went out around 94, I guess, is the day grunge died. As Kurt was gone and Lane was spiraling out of control, and that was after MTV Unplugged. And so basically 95, they brought in a new era. So grunge really didn't last for like 4 years. But point being is, they updated it from the oldest, dirtiest clothes you could find to nicer clothes. But still with that, sweatshirt, not really, I don't care if I look perfect look, which is, the world needs a lot more of that now, because it's gotten back to the, young ladies being tore down because they don't look like every other, you know what I mean? It's just terrible. It's a sad thing. There's a lot of pressure on young women to impress everyone with the looks, and there's only so much you can do with makeup and stuff to where you may not just look like everyone. That don't mean you're not beautiful. So
yeah, I think
we're ugly as hell, but we're beautiful.
Yeah, I think that's people should not look at magazines or movies as barometers of what normal people should look like. Just listen to the people in your life. Like, she's a naturally beautiful woman. She strikes me as one of those people that rolls out of bed and looks nice. For some reason, it's the short hair and the really blue eyes. She reminds me of a young Martina McBride. But I just want to know the story of this house. Why is this house being disassembled? Why are all of these random people walking in and out around her? Why is this blonde dude with a giant head? Why is he kissing her? What is the story that is being told here? There's clearly a great deal of conflict. And I'm also thinking, like, I heard some... I'm sorry, go ahead.
I mean, you asked me, go ahead. I'll retort, but you weren't finished.
I just want to say there's some very dark
turn your volume
in the
down.
lyrics here.
Sorry, I'm going to let the video play out as we're talking. But I didn't want to blow your ears out.
No, I apologize.
Go ahead. I got to turn away.
Okay, I'm thinking. I lost my track.
So,
there's some very dark images in the lyrics, but broken and naked on the floor. But again, she never loses that light, breezy delivery that feels very uplifting, which is sort of like the antithesis of grunge. Grunge was very aggressively introspective, all about exploring those dark places. Where this is something that's like gently introspective. It's something that you listen to walking in the rain, just running through your thoughts.
All right, so this is only the second time I've seen this video, but it seems to me like with the lyrics, which I haven't read them yet, just from her diction and seeing the video and hearing the song all my life, I gather that's the faithful man that she's supposed to move into a new house with and start a life with. Yet this house is yet being torn down day by day as they grew further apart, and she's torn because maybe the other guy that was in there, the mechanic or whatever, is the other lover who she's maybe in love with. Like the song we listened to, I told you, was a really dark country song. The hardest thing I'll ever have to do is telling her about loving or holding her and loving you or something. So that's what I get from it. It's like this perfect life is being renovated.
So
for
disassembled
dark thoughts
or
in her head, and
Yeah,
And
or being run into chaos. Yeah, I can see what you're saying.
because you can see every time he kisses her, every time he gets less and less um, engagement back from his
Yeah.
uh, show of emotion.
There is some lightly distorted guitar that would show up during that song. Sometimes it sounded like it was being played through like a rotating speaker, just there again to add some texture to the sound. And then towards the end there was, I guess one could call it a solo or just maybe just a melodic line that was playing. Just I always like stuff like that. A guitar part doesn't have to be loud and doesn't have to be tapping or sweep picking or loud distortion or anything like that. It's electric guitar has got a very wide range of emotions it can express. So I always like how to use it for more like again these sort of gentler things that sort of help that can cut through the mix, but not overpower it. I do appreciate that. Also, she has got like gigantic, like anime eyes, especially in this thing right there. But yeah, again, she's a very expressive, very expressive face, which just sort of makes you identify with her, sort of brings you into the world of the song. So yeah, this is.
I had never seen her before, or I didn't know her name. I'd never seen her face. I'd never seen this video. Not because I just avoided her. It's because I didn't enjoy videos. Videos, in my opinion, this one don't so much. It does a little bit. I mean, but I think videos take away from the song, especially when you're learning it and trying to resonate with it. Because if you don't resonate with that video, you'll never get a chance to like the song because it's going to piss you off and not listen to the song again. And that's just one example I can give you of why I think videos take away from the song. So that's just my opinion because 99% of the world loves videos. Like it was their.
I think if you hear the song first and then can view the video sort of like as an addition, that's one thing because I think it's fun just to watch videos like that and try to imagine the vision of the director, especially when it's like a video that has like a bunch of random disconnected images, which there's a lot of those. And I grew up in the 80s. There's a lot of shitty music videos out there. And a lot of times I'm thinking, okay, what was this director really trying to convey? It's a nice little mental exercise because a lot of times I'm thinking this person was probably just doing a lot of cocaine and really had a bunch of weird ideas in their head that they just pushed out. But I like this. It seems random, but it's not.
OGL is an 80s metal guy, so maybe he should cover his ears. I have a suggestion on why the videos were not very profound in the 80s, because all it was sorting guitar damn solos every single song, the whole song. There was never anything else. Joke, kind of. But, I mean, yeah, like you said, it tickles me when you say that about the guitars don't have to do that, because they never did do that except for the 80s. So, it's not a bad thing. It's just an acknowledgement. I was more or less kidding. I mean, they done a great job. I love a lot of those solos, but that was only a thing in the 80s, that every song had to have that huge soaring, loud as they could get it, high as they could climb up the fretboard solos.
Oh, yeah, I still love those, but like
I mean, I'm not bitching about them. I'm just saying that might be why the videos work. So,
actually, I just think it was because number one, it was that art form was in its infancy. People were just then trying to figure out how to tell a story in 3 minutes, and a lot of times people really didn't care what the video was, just as long as it was just an advertisement for the song. So every now and then you would get like "Take on Me" by Aha, which had like this really distinct look and actually had a story to it, like a comic book that was kind of cool. Yeah. But for every one of those, it was just, just like the like metal videos were terrible about that because they always done such a low budget. Just, okay, here's the band, there's an empty bunker, just have them perform and film it. So
let's get into the two books here.
Yes.
How can it be in its infancy when grunge only lasted 4 years? Hank Williams Sr.'s career only lasted 3 years, and both of those put together, 80s metal lasted longer than that. So
music videos. The art form of music videos was in its infancy.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
My bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I was going to say, because 80s metal kind of went into the 2000s and somewhat
Oh, yeah.
through the 70s.
In some ways, it's still going. So yeah.
And I love some of those videos. Metallica's one I like, but I don't ever want to watch it again. Not because it's just, it interrupts the song a lot.
But yeah, I think it fits the song perfectly. But I think the choice to do the audio over it, the choice to do, I think they could have done without the audio, honestly, and just use the imagery. And I think it would have worked.
That imagery of and that him talking to himself in his head, but not even knowing if that's real. Question it because he can't ask questions or hear answers or see anybody. So yeah, that without that imagery in that video, the song would have never been as powerful to me.
Yeah, agreed
For sure.
But then you have like The Unforgiven, which is a great song, but I thought the video was just silly. So
and then
some old dude spazzing out in the cave.
What is it? Are you unforgiven too? That was clever. That was clever.
Very true.
All right.
So God, we've gone all over the place with this reactor. We hope you guys have enjoyed it.
It's a great song, man. I mean,
it really is. It's a beautiful song.
Every one of them used to be 50 minutes. We're at 31. We have really got better at this. Or we've got less worse. However you want to look at it.
Less worse.
Less worse.
I like that. But yeah, it's a beautiful song, and we hope you guys at the very least have been amused by our reaction. Look at that.
Yes, so happy then.
And that just...
It gets less, and now not so happy.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me rub your back. She's like, yeah, right, buddy. Now he's going to kill her with a broom or something. I don't know. And then it's like, son of a bitch, I wish he'd leave. And then, tear down the house.
House was starting to look like my apartment.
That's awesome too, right? Burning down.
Talking Heads? I don't think so. I think they're from New York.
Okay, I was thinking Crowded House, I guess.
Okay, Crowded House.
You don't want to burn down a crowded house. Not when the beds are on.
If they're burning? Well, the beds are burning if you burn down a crowded house, yeah. It depends on who's crowding.
Then the roof will be on fire. And we don't need the water. Let the mother burn.
Yeah, if you're burning a crowded house, they may have to go to an ice house to cool down. So
possible, or the House of the Rising Sun.
House of the Rising
with Hank
Sun,
Wynn
yes.
Jr.
Yes.
All right, man. We've had enough house references. The only one we didn't do is the pill popping doctor. Hey. And the horror movie.
Yes.
And Corky Life or whatever the house. Anyway, yeah, too many houses there. Next reaction will be 3 doors down. Much love, Oz.
Thank y'all so much. Love you guys.
Kiwi, the little rock over there. Love you guys too.